Imagine spending 10 years in marketing, working for huge international brands, and still feeling that something there is missing. I've been there. And finally, I'm doing something that I've wanted to do for so many years. I'm Maria, and this video has been 10 years in the making. For nearly half of my life, I've been obsessed about branding. It all started back at the university when I first realized the power of building brands. Since then, I've worked with so many different brands, from personal brands, small and businesses, to global and multinational organizations. And despite all this, despite I really love my job, I've been always feeling that this little voice inside me saying that it is not enough. It's time for me to start building my own brands in order to maximize my impact. It's time for me to start telling my story. Here's the thing. Starting from scratch is scary, especially if you're a marketeer, because you're all the time doubting yourself, thinking, you don't have these thousands of followers. How can you possibly talk about branding and marketing? Like, come on. And you might say this is a vanity metrics. Yeah, all right, but there is still a valid form of social proof. And also, I just have to say that expectations from you are higher if you're a marketeer claiming that you've worked over 10 years in marketing. It might be the ultimate form of imposter syndrome, but it's still so terrifying to think how all these other people might judge you for starting small at 33. Add to this the hustle culture that tells you that you have to work 24/7 in order to succeed. There are really so many different online gurus out there preaching to you that you have to forget about your hobbies, forget about your interests, forget about your family, forget about sport and all these kind of things. Just spend as much time as possible grinding, working on your dream, on your big project. And as unsustainable as it might sound, it's even more challenging and difficult for a person who already has a 9-to-5 job and kind of juggling this with their side project or personal brand. I watched all these videos and I did try to adopt this hustles mentality. I did try to cancel some appointments, some meetings with friends, to watch Netflix, and just be as efficient as possible, work as much as possible on my content. But guess what? At the beginning of each journey, I was very motivated. Yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm so productive. I'm so proud of myself. And of course, it lasted no longer than a few weeks. And after this, I felt so desperate. I felt so miserable. I hated creating content. I hated being on social media. I hated everything. I was burned out. And this was a pattern that repeated itself for a few times over the past 5 years, maybe. And the worst part is that every time this happened, I got burnt out and I gave up creating content. Guess what? I was blaming myself for this. I was saying to myself, yeah, probably you're too lazy, you're too complacent, you are not ambitious enough, or maybe you're just not good enough. But one tragic event completely changed my attitude towards hustle culture. 2 years ago, I lost my father-in-law, who was a true father figure in my life. And he was not at all just 72. And his sudden death made me realize that life is not predictable. And you never know when it's about to end. So I felt I cannot just postpone my life until I reach a big goal and I make it happen. I wanted to live now. I wanted to spend the time with my family, with my nieces, with my godsons, with my husbands. I wanted to travel the world, meet new people, explore new cultures. I just wanted to enjoy the Mediterranean beauty of Cyprus, the warm, pleasant sea. And I still wanted to make something amazing, like make an impact, build something meaningful. I just felt I needed to find another way. And then came AI. And to tell you honestly, my story with AI started back in 2019. Yes, before it all became mainstream. I discovered an AI tool that helped me create videos out of blog posts. It was called Lumen, and I used it a lot in my work as a marketeer back then. Of course, this all accelerated with the launch of ChatGPT. And since then, I've discovered and used so many different tools, and I started using that regularly for copyright and creating marketing images and translations. And then in my personal life, for example, I asked AI to become my personal dietitian and my gym coach and write a workout for me. And this all worked perfectly. And the best part, you know what? You don't need a huge budget. I truly believe that AI can be that magic superpower that can help literally everyone, from entrepreneurs to coaches to consultants to small business owners, build a powerful brand without sacrificing their life. So that's why I'm here. I'm on a mission to explore the best AI tools so that you can build a powerful brand while still living a calm, balanced, and fulfilling life. I will be documenting my journey, sharing my struggles and challenges and insights and learnings along the way, and most importantly, showing you how you can integrate AI in your business and marketing. Let's prove that in order to succeed, you don't need to grind. Let's use AI to work smarter, not harder. If this resonates with you, if you are somebody who wants to build something meaningful without giving up the things that matter, hit subscribe and join me on this journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about your own journey of building your brand, building your business. Maybe you have not started yet. Maybe there is something that is holding you back. Please share in the comments. Also, please share with me any particular topics or questions you have about AI. I'd love to cover these in my next videos. And of course, subscribe because we are just getting started.